Mr. Wynn's son, can you get Mr. Wynn for me, please? Oh, let me turn the camera back.
I want the camera back, wait.
Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, you good. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then I want you to go get me so I can get her out of here. Yeah, whoever's in the hallway, get her too. All right. Mr. Wynn, I'm gonna call his matter. Either Attorney Soroki, just step in. It's gonna be a dismissal on all his tickets. I've seen all his documents, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter. Okay, now calling the matter of the people versus Edward Lane Wynn. This is ticket SP 1355991. Count 1, failed to display a valid operator's license. Count 3, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Ticket number SP 1475239. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with Attorney Soroki, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Edward Wynn.
All right, today's the date time set for a pre-trial in this particular matter. Mr. Wynn has shown me all of his documents. He's shown me he has auto insurance until July. His plate is good until November 24th. He actually showed me the entire plate, Attorney Soroki. I pulled his license as well, and his license is valid. So at this time, do you have a motion for me?
Defense moves to dismiss these matters, Your Honor.
All right, because he has valid documentation, the court is going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Mr. Wynn, make sure you always keep everything valid, up to date, and on your vehicle at all times, so you don't have to come back and see me, okay?
Okay,
All right, if there's nothing further. You are all set. Thank you so much.
thank you.
You're welcome.
That's it.
That's it. That's it, sir.
Okay.
All right, have a good day. Let me help him log off. I know he's been having a little trouble. I got you, sir. All right. And madam, in the courtroom, what's your name? Please move forward.
Sean Welch Peterson.
Okay.
Can I have about 60 seconds?
Okay. No problem. Just let me know when you come back, okay? All right.
Officer?
Fingerprints? No.
Oh, no.
That was Miss, hello, Attorney Mason.
Okay, thanks, Judge. Sorry about that.
No problem. Did Nicole Williams ever check in?
I don't believe so. Let me just double check.
All right, let me let these officers go.
Yeah, no, she didn't.
Now calling the matter of the people versus LaShawn Denise Welch Peterson. This is ticket number SP 1544715. This is one count of drove while licensed not valid. I also have case number SP 1545112, failed to stop or identify after accident. Ticket number SP 1544704, count 1, leave scene of accident. Count 2, failed to report accident. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1544694, one count, accident, failed to stop within a sure clear distance. Count 2, defective brake light. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel. Take a deep breath. It's all right. All right.
I'm Zoran for
appearances-
the defendant, Judge.
All right.
Please state your
Please
name,
state
ma'am.
your name. Real loud.
LaShawn Welch Peterson.
All right, thank you. Judge, she's here today for a pretrial. We did work out a plea agreement. She will plead on the ticket ending in 7041, the leaving the scene. She will plead to that ticket. She will also plead on the ticket 7151, which is the improper license that would be reduced to a failure to display. And the last plea would be on ticket ending in 6941, the failure to stop causing an accident. That would be reduced down to a speeding 1 to 5. The other 4 would be dismissed.
So she's gonna do leave the scene of an accident,
Right,
no insurance,
no, the improper license, Judge.
proper license, okay, not valid license to FTD.
Right,
And then what was the last count?
the accident, the 6941 ticket. I think it's failure to stop the assured clear distance.
Okay,
And that'll be a 1 to 5 speeding.
1 to 5 speed, okay. All right, ma'am, if you want to take advantage of this offer, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
You in
truth?
it for Ken.
One second. All right, you can put your, oh, I need her to come closer to the speaker, so officer, have her come closer to that speaker right there. You see it laying flat on the thing? Thank you, Officer Bennett.
No problem.
All right. Ma'am, did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Zoranic online about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside what's been stated on this record today? Plea to 3, dismiss the rest of them in exchange for a plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Did somebody threaten you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just take a deep breath. It's okay. Listen, you're handling your business. That's the most important thing. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna fine you up to Wazuzu. So just take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. All right. Anyone threaten you, or force you, or promise you anything in exchange for these pleas today, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're gonna give up the rights that you had? You can have a bench trial, that's a trial before me, or a jury trial before 6 people in the city of Detroit in these matters. You understand that? But by taking this plea, you're giving up that right, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Do you know any reason why I shouldn't take this plea today?
No.
Okay. I want to take your attention back to the date of January 25th of this year, 2024. Did you own a Chrysler vehicle, ma'am?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Kircherville and Parker Streets in the city of Detroit at some point?
I was coming out the driveway. Yes.
You were coming out the driveway?
I was coming out the building where I work.
Okay. You're coming out the building
I mean, where I live, the building where I live.
where you live. Okay. It's okay. You're coming out the building where you live.
Where I live.
Was your license valid at that time? You
No,
did
ma'am.
that. It was not valid. And then did you leave the scene where you caused some property damage potentially?
Yeah, I went back upstairs.
Okay.
I think.
All right. And counsel, will you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket for the speeding ticket, please?
Yes, Your Honor. And we'll stip the probable cause on the dismissals.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge, failed to display, 1 count of leave the scene of the accident, property damage, as well as 1 to 5 speed. We make mistakes sometimes. Okay? We got all these tickets though, because we left. When you panic, I know you may have just gone upstairs. Why'd you go upstairs? You can tell me.
Because I went to go tell the old man know that the brakes went out and I slid it to the gate. He went to fussing and arguing, so I forgot to even call him. I just laid back down.
Okay,
So I ain't want to argue with him.
I know. And sometimes those are difficult situations, so I can have some empathy for you there. I understand.
So I talked to the landlord. We made
For the
it.
record, Your Honor, based upon her story and the circumstances, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit 43471, will be willing to dismiss the 6-pointer leaving the scene of the accident.
Thank you, Attorney Mason. I really appreciate that this
Thank
morning.
you.
She is, I know you can't see her, but you can tell she's visibly shaken by this whole situation. You gotta stay next time,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
So she did a really nice thing for you today.
Yes, she did. And I thank you.
Okay, but I do have to give you some fines,
Okay.
okay? All right, so for the speeding ticket, it's $125. And for the drove while license not valid, I'm gonna do $200, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 90 days. Is that gonna be enough time to come up with
Yeah, I'm gonna
325?
go down and make arrangements now.
Okay, so I won't even put a date on it. What I'll do is I'll leave it open, that way you can make payment arrangements, and I'll put on the ticket, she's going to make payment arrangements, okay?
Okay,
All right, because I understand, okay?
yeah,
All right,
okay.
so if there's nothing further, that's gonna be the order of this court. So it's gonna be 325 total, but you can make payment arrangements on it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, you have a good day, ma'am. Thank you
Yeah, I
so
gotta
much,
do it.
Attorney Mason.
Yep, yep, she can just wait.
Thank you.
It'll be
Give me
just a
1
few
second.
minutes.
Man, that's a doozy. That's a 6-pointer. You can't be
No.
jamming nobody with no 6 points. Woo.
Especially if you would have. Thank you, Attorney Mason. We'll chat offline, but thank you.
Yeah.
That was. Thank you.
The person who just joined us on the phone, last 4 digits, 3348. What's your name?
Diamond Willer,
Spell your last name, please.
Wheeler. I've been in a meeting. I'm currently at work and the signal is real bad in here.
Yeah. Okay, so have you spoken with the attorney?
Yes.
Did they ask? Like, courtroom?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The attorney asked you to come back to, they're both on here. Is this either one of your clients?
What was the name?
Diamond Wheeler?
Yes,
I
that's
think
the
I
guy I
had Miss
spoke to.
Wheeler. Let me just double check. Yep, Miss Wheeler's all set. She's ready to go.
Hey, Ms. Wheeler, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. And the judge will bring you out when she's ready for you. Where did she go? Okay, what happened? Okay, Ms. Wheeler, you went into the waiting room. I don't got there, but that's where you're going now. I just have to rename you. Give me one moment.
I'm sorry, you said what about the waiting room?
Yes, you're gonna be in a waiting room until the judge is ready for your case, okay? You're all set.
Okay.
Madam Court Reporter, did Nicole Williams check in?
She didn't, she never checked.
Oh, and I was trying to get the officers out. Can you go in there and release those 2 officers? Corporal Whitehead needs to stay because his person, one of his people did show up.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Mr. Washington was here. Did somebody speak to Torrance Washington? I believe he was here.
Yes, he was. Mr. Washington?
I didn't speak to him.
Okay, unmute your phone, Mr. Washington. Okay, Donovan? Donovan was here also. Donovan, please unmute your phone and turn on your video.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you speak with an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I spoke to him. He has valid documents, right?
Okay, what's your
Madam
name,
Clerk.
Mr. Donovan?
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What's your last name again?
Wilson.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room.
Okay.
Torian Washington is here. I just couldn't get my phone off mute.
Okay. You
I
said that,
spoke with him. He's all set.
okay, I'm gonna put you in the
All right,
waiting.
leave him here. Leave him here. I'm gonna leave some of these people out because I'm about to bring in a whole bunch of people. All right, please keep yourself on mute until I call your matter. Diamond Wheeler. Now,
Yes.
now calling the matter of the people versus Diamond Wheeler. This is ticket number SP 124662811. One count, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Bob Zaranick for Miss Wheeler. Please state your name, ma'am.
Diamond Wheeler.
All right, counsel, I think I was really supposed to call ticket SP 155-10063. That's the ticket on the docket today. The other ticket is the one that you're asking me to adjourn this matter until. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge. And
Yes.
she's going to bring in some valid documents and her other tickets up on June 26th. So if we could adjourn this till then, that'd be great.
All right, at this time, the court's going to honor that request. I'll adjourn this ticket until June 26, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. I'll see you then, ma'am, okay, via Zoom. All right, you're all set, Ms. Wheeler?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said what?
Donovan Wilson? Bring him back in? No. All right, let me bring him back in. Donovan Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Donovan DeAnthony Wilson. This is ticket SP 1545442. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
I can stand in, Judge. Ms. Bob
I
Zaranick for
I
Mr.
can
Wilson.
take, I'm sorry, I didn't know Donovan Wheeler, that I had handled him. 1 second here.
He's 845 down a ways.
Did you have, I thought somebody said they talked to Donovan Wilson.
No, Wilson, yes, I
Yeah.
thought he said Wheeler.
Wilson. Wheeler was the previous person. It was Diamond Wheeler. Now we're
Yeah.
Donovan Wilson. Attorney
Donovan
Soroki?
Wilson, yes, and I'm ready on Mr. Wilson. Alan Soroki, P37441.
All right. Mr. Wilson, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Donovan Wilson.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding with this case?
Yes, Your Honor, defendant's valid documents, we move to dismiss both matters.
All right, being an officer of the court having seen valid documentation in these matters, court's going to grant this request. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, I hope you see how important it is for you to keep everything valid, up to date in your vehicle at all times, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate everything.
You're very welcome. All right, have a good day.
Have a blessed one.
Yes.
I called reporter. That's Sandra Wilson. That's I called reporter.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to make sure I got that right.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Torrance, Washington.
Yes, ma'am.
Torian, is it Torian?
Torian, yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matters of the people versus Torian Amon Washington. This is ticket SP 1546473. One count drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Mr. Washington. Please state your name, sir.
Torian Washington.
Thank you. Judge, it's up for pretrial today. Can we have a bench trial date?
All right. That's the case, sir. Please raise your right hand. Hello, what do you need, Mr. Washington? That wasn't it?
Yeah, honestly, Your Honor, I was just looking to get a dismissal because I wasn't driving the vehicle. I was in the back seat. We bought the car for parts. The car has been scrapped now, been scrapped for months. And yeah, I just didn't understand the whole process. Like, I had to stand outside in the cold. He did all that, ran all my information, and I wasn't even a driver.
Okay. So I don't know that.
Okay.
All I know is that I have a ticket before me today. So in
Understood.
order for me to find that out, we have to have a trial.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that. I just have a ticket that has your name on it with your driver's license number and these 2 counts. So although what you may be saying is true, I don't know, but I have to have an officer here to dispute it or to give us some type of stuff. Unless you have a camera video, you can show me right now.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So would you like to have a bench trial before me?
Sure.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
I spoke with the attorney just a few minutes ago, but we didn't talk about any.
Well, you have the right. Well, let me tell you about your rights then. We're gonna have this type of Wednesday, and I love it. You have the right to have an attorney. The reason why you have the right to have an attorney is because this is a misdemeanor. Misdemeanors are punishable by up to $500 or 90 to 93 days in jail. So we give certain rights to kick in, because if you're gonna have to be put in jail, you gotta have some rights kicked in. So you have the right to have a bench trial. A bench trial is before me as the trier and finder of fact. I will have the officers come in. You can have any witnesses that you want to come in as well. I will listen to all the evidence and make a decision based on the law. You can also have a jury trial. A jury trial is 6 citizens from the city of Detroit will hear that same information that I will hear that day. And we'll be
doing it. He resulted in him getting his ankle broken.
Oh, Attorney Mason, you gotta put yourself on mute. It's loud. So we'll be able to have that particular conversation, and you will have that trial ability and trial rights to have it during that. All right, you also have a right to have an attorney appointed to you because this is a misdemeanor. So those are your rights that you have. So your other options are you can have a pretrial. At the pretrial, the officers are still not required to come, and you said you're not making a plea. So that doesn't seem like it's the most advantageous thing for you to do today. However, you can have a bench or a jury trial. At either one of those, the officers will be required to come. You can bring any witnesses you want to have at that point in time and have that. So those are all the rights that you have. How would you wish to proceed today, Mr. Washington?
When I spoke with counsel, we said we're gonna do a jury trial. I mean, not a jury trial.
A bench trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, we can do a bench trial. Let me see. I have a far out date, but since you're saying this is gonna be easy to remedy, let me see if I can get you a little sooner. Jury trial that day already. About June 12th. Does that work for you?
I didn't hear you, ma'am.
June 12th?
June
Does
12th.
that work for you?
Sure.
All right. Does that work for you? Okay. I will come back on June 12th, 2024 at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 person, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. LaJune Walker. LaJuan Walker.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter of People versus LaJuan Denard Walker. This is ticket number SP 1344221. Count one, failed to stop within the sure clear distance ahead. Count two, defective brake lights. Ticket number SP 1344222. Count one, leave scene of accident property damage. Count two, accident giving information and or aid. Failed to properly. And count three, failed to report accident. Also ticket number SP 1349572. This is one count of driving while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes. Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
LaJuan Denard Walker.
Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Today's a pretrial date. Mr. Walker wishes to have these matters set for a bench trial.
If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll set this matter for a bench trial on the date of July 31st. July 31st at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Thank you.
All right, there's nothing further. You're all set.
All right, you have a good day.
So thank you. All right. Tennille Wilson.
Yes, I'm here.
Now calling the matter of People versus Tennille Wilson. This is ticket SX 2823289. Count two, drove while license suspended. Count three, motor vehicle operations without security. Ticket SP 1135926. Count one, improper plates. Count two, drove while license suspended. Count three, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1524248. Count one, drove while license suspended. Ticket number SP 1524242. Count one, violation of the basic speed law and or drove in an unsafe manner. Count two, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes. Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Tennille Wilson.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for pretrial in these matters. Ms. Wilson wishes to have these matters set for a bench trial.
If that's the case, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
It's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna set these matters for the date of July 31st. July 31st. That will be at 9 a.m. via Zoom. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. Ma'am, you have a couple of cases in collection. I can't do anything with those. You just don't have to pay them at some point in time, okay?
Yes. Can I say something?
You can.
You sent me down and I paid the fees and everything that you told me to pay for those two tickets. But the state of Michigan sent a letter to the Secretary of State that said that my license are suspended for a year for the tickets that's sitting in front of you that I haven't even had a chance to go to court on yet.
That's correct, because when you don't come in enough time, then they take certain actions that I can't do anything about. So we just have to kind of let it play out. So we think so they continuously make the rules and they change them. So did you ever have your license originally? Because usually that's what will stop your license from being able to have it at all, is if you never had it and you continue to get this type of.
Yes, ma'am. I had my license when I was 18. That was the last time I had my license.
Exactly. So you had it a long time ago. So they consider it not to have a license anymore. So that's why. So that's why you're being penalized, is because you kept driving and you didn't have a license.
Okay.
Okay, so unfortunately, I do know that they will suspend you for a certain amount of time. So you're just gonna have to be patient. But the more tickets you get, they just add years on, just so you know, Miss Wilson. It don't become months, it becomes years, the additional tickets that you get. So then they'll be like year 2. And I know it's difficult, but that's why it's so important when you have it to just keep it and maintain it as much as possible. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
If there's nothing further, you're welcome, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, attorney.
You're welcome.
Y'all have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
July 31st, what time did you say?
At 9 a.m., ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
You too. Amari White. This is Alexa to audio. I know. Amari White.
Yes, this is me.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Amari Dante White. This is you ticket 974-47713. This is one count entering a vacant dwelling without owner's written permission. I also have a ticket number 303392. Count 1, violation of temporary instructions permit. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Mr. White, Your Honor. Please state your name, sir.
Imari White.
So, Judge, Mr. White is here for arraignment on a bench warrant. We're asking that the warrant be set aside. He'd like a bench trial date, Judge.
This time the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. Sir, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
It's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as a trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so I'll set these matters for a bench trial on the date of July 31st at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. Oh, all right, you're all set. Officer Presley and Officer Tanti, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize y'all had made it out to the room. Ms. Williams didn't check in, so you're all set for today.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Be safe out there, Officer Presley. And Officer
Thank you. Have a good one.
Tanti.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, have a good day. Nina Wilson.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Nina Marie Wilson. This is ticket number SP 1518574. No insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket SP 1518555. Count 1. Stop street or intersection failed to stop. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Miss Wilson. Please state your name, ma'am.
Nina Marie Wilson.
Thank you. Judge, pursuant to agreement with city attorney, both these matters will be dismissed. The officer is here today. He's agreed to that.
Fantastic. Well, with that being said, I didn't realize this was Corporal Whitehead. Let me bring him out. Just so he knows. All right. So with that being said, the court will dismiss these matters without prejudice, ma'am. Corporal Whitehead, I'm calling this matter the people versus Nina Wilson. I didn't realize you were here, sir.
Okay.
I just want to know, we are dismissing it per your agreement at this time, okay?
That is correct. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Ms.
Be safe
Mason
out
and
there.
Corporal Whitehead.
Thank
Okay,
you.
take care. All right, take care, ma'am.
You too. Bye-bye.
You're all set, Ms. Wilson. This matter has been dismissed.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Trinity White. That was Corporal Whitehead. My bad. Sorry about that. You got it unmuted for me now?
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Did you know about her school zone speeding ticket? Did that make my docket or no?
No, it's not on here, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me see what happened with this ticket.
I did get in the mail today how much the ticket is.
Hold on a minute. Attorney Mason? Does she have a valid license?
Yes, Your Honor.
On Trinity White, she has a ticket that's in default. It's 6 to 10 miles over posted speed in the school zone. Are you able to do it? Are you able to do a 1 to 5 on that or no?
Where is she at on the docket? Anything else? Were there any goodies on the docket?
She just had failed to display a license, and I believe she has her license valid now. So I was trying to see if she's 2005. Yeah, year DOB. Can we do 1 to 5 or no? Because I know.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yep. That's not a problem.
Thank you. All right. So Ms. White, I realized that you had a speeding ticket with this, as opposed to you having the 2 points. I'm trying to get it down to 1 point, and it's a little less cost. Is that something that you want to take care of today?
Yes.
Because right now the ticket that you have in default, the 6 to 10, it has 2 points on it.
Okay. Can you repeat that, ma'am? I couldn't hear you.
Yes, I can. So remember you said you were trying to pay that speeding ticket you had?
Yes.
Instead of paying it at that cost and getting 2 points, Attorney Mason is willing to give you 1 point. That's a 1 to 5 over speed. And so it's a little less points and a little less cost and money. So we'll change it in the system so you don't have as many points and you don't have to pay as much money. Is that something you're interested in today?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. And then we'll dismiss the other ticket because you have a valid license. Okay. I'm gonna call it on the record. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now calling the matter of the people versus Trinity. Marlena White. Did I say it right?
It's Renee.
Renee White. This is ticket SP 1533070. Count 1 failed to display a valid operator's license. She also has ticket number SP 1532808. 1 count 6 to 10 miles over posted speed. That didn't make the docket today, but we're gonna work on it. Appearances for the record, starting with Attorney Soroki.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Trinity Cameron Renee White.
All right, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Defendant has a valid driver's license. We move to dismiss her ticket for no operator's license on person. And as to the other ticket of speeding 6 to 10 in a school zone, defendant wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution to the, I believe, 1 to 5 regular speed.
At this time, the court is going to, do you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket to establish a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the court is going to enter a plea to the reduced charge 1 to 5 speed. The remaining ticket will be dismissed because you have a valid license. Ma'am, typically you have 14 days to pay civil infractions. Ms. White, is that going to be enough time for you or do you need a little additional time? The ticket cost is $125. Okay, you said it's enough time?
Could you repeat the amount one more time?
I will. $125.
Okay, thank you.
And it's due on May 8th, 2024, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. White. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
I will, thank you. All right. Is it Donald Watkins or is his name Don, really?
My apologies. It's Donald. I forgot to change him.
I just want to make sure I had the right file. No worries. You know, we have all kinds of names. And Mr. Watkins, you need to sit up like you in court. Now, I had to get a line out of my bed this morning, drive over down here, put some clothes on. You got to sit all the way up unless you got some medical issues that allow you not to, sir. Sit up, Mr. It's your turn, Mr. Watkins, and unmute yourself. You see, I'm asking. There you go. Sit all the way up for me. Are you not able to? Do you have a back issue?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now you still laying down. You leaning down. Now y'all know I sit up here and I watch people all day long. Sit up. I'm gonna make you come down here if you don't sit up.
Okay, Judge.
There you go. Very,
Let's go.
very nice. Thank you. Now
You're
calling the
welcome.
matter of the people versus Donald James Watkins II.
Yes, ma'am.
This is ticket number SX 4305868. Count one, accident fails to stop and ensure property damage. That's a hit and run. Count two of this ticket is drove while license suspended, denied, or revoked. And count three is careless driving. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Don Watkins.
Your Honor, before we move forward in this matter, I need to advise Mr. Watkins that after I finished talking to you, the prosecutor responded with an offer for you to dismiss the leaving the scene of an accident, property damage accident, and you would plead guilty to a reduced charge of failure to display on the driver's license suspended, which is what I think you wanted. So if you're
Yes, sir.
interested in that offer, you can accept that now, sir.
I am. Thank you so much.
What about the careless driving ticket? Is that gone too? So he's just gonna plead as charged to count two?
I didn't see a careless driving ticket, Your Honor. It's not on the
Did it not make the docket? Oh, it went into civil infraction. I wonder if it's in another spot on the docket. Oh, no, it's a default.
Yeah, they defaulted that one ticket. I thought they had defaulted the no license, suspended license.
No, so those go into warrant status. The other two go into default. So here's what I can do. If he pleads to this one count, I'll leave careless in default and I won't fine him any additional money. He'll just have to pay the careless ticket if you want to take that today, Mr. Watkins.
Bless you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. If so, please raise your right hand, sir.
Ah, my fault.
I know you got a lot going on, sir. Just do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Soroki about your case and about your rights? It looks like y'all discussed a couple of things.
I did. He was great.
All right, and did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for the plea? The offer today is count one is going to be dismissed, count two is going to be plea as charged, and that other count is going to be left in default. You understand that, sir?
Thank you.
All right. And are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up your rights to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
I do.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to go forward today?
Yes.
I want to take your attention back to the date of December 13th of 2023. Were you driving a Saab vehicle in the area of M10 and 8 Mile Road in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, were you driving while your license was suspended, sir?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well and will enter one plea count to driving while license suspended. Count one of this ticket will be dismissed. Count three will be left in default. No fine assessed in this particular matter. Sir, you're all set, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Mr. Watkins.
All right,
I'm sorry.
take
All right, have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Avery Williams. Avery Williams. Avery Williams. All right, I'm gonna bring in the rest of the crew. Get ready. All right, please leave yourself on mute until I call your matter. Leave yourself on mute until I call your matter. All right, Daniel White does not follow directions, so I'll put him near the end. All right, Miss Williams, Darnitha, am I saying it right, ma'am? Unmute yourself for me. There you go. Am I saying it right, ma'am?
I hear you now. Darius Williams.
Darius Williams, thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Darius Chantella Williams. This is Z ticket 808998. This is one count of operating while intoxicated. What's that? All right. Also, I have ticket number SP 1246559, drove while license suspended. Are these tickets still a part of it? I don't think she came in. Z ticket 800444 failed to display a valid operator's license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Miss Williams. Please state your name, ma'am.
Darius Williams.
Judge, she's here today for arraignment on a bench warrant. We're asking that the warrant be set aside and she be given a bench trial date.
This time, the court's going to honor that request. I'm going to set aside any warrants that may be out there, enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. Ma'am, please raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, ma'am?
Yeah.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
It's my understanding that you would like to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna set these matters for a bench trial on the date of July 31st. July 31st. That's gonna be at 9 a.m. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal. Let me see. I'm wondering if this Z ticket I have is open or.
Thank you.
Oh, no. It was set aside automatically because you ain't come back for so long, Miss Williams.
Yeah.
What do that mean? Sorry.
That means that it's no longer in our system. We set it aside as a part of the new laws that change and happen in the system, which is not good because then I see it and I know that you don't like to come to court. You better come back to court for these matters. I'll put a money bond in them and then you're gonna have to pay money to get them heard.
I'm gonna come.
Okay. All right. So what day you coming back to see me for a bench trial?
July 31st. At
July
9
31st. And now you better tell me the time and date. That's right, Miss Williams. I'll see you then. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Have a great rest of your day. Okay. Here's one file. Sign. All right. Kara Walls.
Yes, ma'am.
Not calling the matter of the people versus, is it Kiara or how you pronounce your first name?
Kiara.
Kiara. All right, Ms. Walls, you going to someplace quiet so you can see school?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in school right now.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kiara Walls. This is ticket SP 1547968. Count 1, defective bumper, fender or windshield. Count 2, defective or missing equipment. Ticket number SP 1547923. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Miss Walls, Your Honor. I just have the 923 ticket, Judge, on the docket.
Yeah, she probably went into default on the other 2 tickets.
Yeah.
I paid them off.
Oh, well then we don't have to worry about them. She paid them off. We'll just
All
focus
right.
on
We
these
did
2
work
tickets.
out a plea, Judge, on count 1 to failure to display, dismiss the no insurance. Count 2.
All right. Next time, Ms. Walls, come to court on all the matters, okay? Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything else in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of February 11th of 2024. Were you in the area of Gratiot and Shane in the city of Detroit driving a Chrysler vehicle?
Yes, that's correct.
And while you're driving that Chrysler vehicle, was your license suspended at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor. And we'll step to probable cause on the dismissal, Judge.
Fantastic. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of fail to display. The remaining count will be dismissed. Ma'am, when did you pay those civil infractions?
I just paid them. I totaled the car Thursday. I sold it Friday, and I paid the tickets Friday. But I was unsure of what other tickets I had because I was trying to pay all of them.
Okay. It's not looking like you paid this ticket off. Let me see something real quick. I just want to see if you paid something else. Sometimes it takes a moment for it to post, but it should have posted if you paid it on Friday. All right, just keep checking and making sure that they post. You paid $240.
I paid a total of $530 something.
Okay, so you paid for the speeding ticket too, then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold your receipt because it's not posted in my system right now. So make sure you check back in like a week and make sure everything says 0. I'm gonna waive your cost and fines on this ticket, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome, Ms. Walls. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Okay, can I leave?
You can leave. Yep, you're all set. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Daniel White?
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Daniel Elise Denzel White. This is ticket number SP 1473178. One count disorderly conduct. Appearances for the record starting. Oh no, this is a review today. He was to have he was on a 90-day delayed sentence. He was to have done. I can't tell whether he was going to do the 250 now or do the 25 hours of community service for the review today. I think I changed it to the $250. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
And sir, state your name for the record, please. What's going on? Why you coming in and out of frame?
I'm sorry, Daniel White.
Listen. All right. Counsel, did you talk to him? Did you find out?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. White indicates that he has the money to pay, that for some reason he's not able to pay it because he's being blocked by the system.
Ah. You know, I wonder if we went in here and changed that he could pay. No, it says adjourn for defendant to pay $250.
I'm sorry, I called down the 36th district today. The lady said, tell the judge, once I put the ticket in, there is no amount per state. You know what that means? Then it say,
okay.
Okay.
I see it. Mr. White, you said you called today?
Yeah, I called this morning.
Mr. White, why wouldn't you pay the ticket before today? Because you know it takes a moment for it to post in our system, right?
I didn't know that I had to wait for my check to come today to even pay it.
All right, that's fine. All right. So I do need to make sure it says in the system. So I'm gonna give you, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. So how long do you need to pay this, Mr. White? I had to update it in the system. How long do you need to pay this $250?
Hello?
It's just when I put the number in, how to pay it.
I talked to the prosecutor.
Hold on. There we go. Go ahead, Mr. White.
When I ticket in to try to pay it on the 36th district website, it's not. It said that
okay. Listen, Mr. White, listen to my question, okay? Listen to my question. How much time you need to pay it? Are you gonna be able to pay it within the week? That's what I'm really asking. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. If you have it paid by next Thursday, I'm just gonna close out this case. You don't have to come back, okay?
Okay. As soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna. As soon as I get
Hold
off of
on,
here.
give us a moment to go in the system and change it. So go on tomorrow and pay it, okay? I know you want to take care of it right now, but go on tomorrow and pay it. I just want to make sure the system completely updates so that you can go in and take care of it. If you pay it, by that time, I'm just gonna dismiss this case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You don't have to come back. All right, you're very welcome. You have a great day. Dismiss May 1st. If paid by May 1st, dismiss this matter. Okay. Okay, you're all set. System. Tyrone Walker.
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Tyrone LaShawn Walker. This is case number ZH087511. This is one count operating while visibly impaired. Today is the date and time set for a sentencing in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Mr. Walker. Please state your name, sir.
Tyrone Walker.
Thank you. Judge, I did receive a pre-sentence report from your clerk. I went over that with Mr. Walker. It seems to be factually correct. I think it's a reasonable recommendation, Judge. We're asking the court to adopt that recommendation. I know Mr. Walker has a couple comments he'd like to make.
All right. All right. Well, at this point in time, sir, you can go ahead and say what you want to say to me.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to say that it's been a long 2 weeks for me because my mother passed away. So that's why I probably dropped the dirty when I did go up to the probation officer because family been down here. We have been having little drinks, talking over the problems and all that. And I was having problems coming up on the money to bury her or get her cremated. But we got all that stuff under control and I could do everything I had to do in court because I don't not have a problem. It's just family and friends down here. And that's all. But anything I have to do, I can't get over and get it done. I don't have no problems.
First, let me say, Mr. Walker, I'm terribly sorry about the loss of your mother. Losing a parent is definitely a devastating situation that takes place. Mr. Walker, let me caution you. This may not be the only tragedy that you have, unfortunately, while you're on probation. And just because your friends are around doing something, this is not the way that you can cope while you're on probation too. Okay, so I understand why it may have happened this time, but let me caution you, Mr. Walker, if you come back while you're currently on probation to me and tragedy happens, because it has a way of happening. Listen, probation doesn't come at the best time in your life when everything is going right. Probation comes and then life begins to life real hard.
Yes.
So you have to make a conscious decision that I do not want to see Judge Taylor's face for 25,000 years on this matter. And I don't want to go to Wayne County Jail. Because let me tell you, if you violate too many times, as other people will say, they're always surprised because a lot of my colleagues won't necessarily send somebody, but I will because I see what happens when people drink and drive, right? We got my young lady, older, more mature lady who ran right through that party. And now she's potentially facing life without the chance of parole. I have another person who's on probation to me. And right now they decided that they were going to go drink and drive again. Now they're facing felony charges, operating while intoxicated, causing serious injury. I caution you, I do have empathy for it. So we're not going to hold anything against you from this point back. All right. But this point moving forward, you got to be on your P's and Q's for this. Okay. So when other life happens, think of some other ways that you can cope and not just say, well, my friends came around, so we're going to drink together and it's going to be all right because that's how we cope. Hey, gyms are awesome. Reading a book. I don't know. But while you're on probation to me, you can't drink because this is a drinking ticket. You understand, Mr. Walker?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and as far as fees go, you'll have that point of time to be able to pay them throughout. If you struggle to pay them, but you've paid some money, I take that into consideration. It's when you don't pay anything at all and make up all these excuses, but then I find out you was able to buy some alcohol with your friends and drink it. So you do have money, right? So I'll give you some time to be able to pay it throughout probation, right? But don't come to me at the end and you pay $3 talking about somebody ain't had no money. That ain't gonna work.
So how
So
much
I understand. Huh?
how much do I owe altogether now?
It's probably gonna be in the thousands of dollars, just so you know, just probably around $1,000-something. So right now, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, man, but you say I'm gonna have to end up paying $1,000 or something dollars?
Yeah, it's usually close to that. It's usually around $1,000, like with all the fees and costs that end up happening. Yeah, it's expensive because if we made it cheap, y'all would just go out there and do it again. And y'all, I mean the general public. Because if it was not a fine and some consequences for it, then and that's because so my fine is going to be $300, but then you have to pay probation, then you have to pay for dropping, then you have to usually pay court costs and fines. So it usually comes to about $1,000 most of the time, 1,000, 1,100. You'll get the exact amount so that you'll know how much you have to pay, okay? But you'll have it over the course of probation, okay? All right.
Yeah, it's already hard, but yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. It's already hard. That's put enough
Listen,
on my
Mr.
head.
Walker. Mr. Walker, is today a good day to have a sentence and you want me to delay it a little bit so that you can get your mind right? Because on that day, when they arrive to the crash scene, okay, Mr. Walker? So maybe today's not the best day. I can sentence you in a little while. You want some more time to be able to get it together? Because I'm gonna put you on probation and you're gonna have some costs and fines. That's just how it goes.
I know, I just want to get it over with. I ain't trying to keep prolonging it. I need to get it over with. I know I'm going through something, but I need to get it over with. So what I need to start doing?
So they're gonna tell you, he dispatched traveling as he was passing on list of crash. Two trucks led into an auto accident. They kept driving until behind the victim. Okay, they stopped driving. Push victim. Outside door. I just had to read the police report real quick. All right. It's the sentence of this court that you be placed on probation for a term of 12 months. If you really are serious about it, I can let you out early, but you gotta complete all the terms and conditions of probation. That includes you must do the victim impact panel, must do the alcohol highway safety panel, level 1. You should not have illicit drugs or controlled substances unless prescribed by a physician. That includes marijuana. If you want to smoke marijuana, you just need a card right now. You shall not consume any alcoholic beverages. You have to submit to a random urinalysis twice a month. Are you not in the state of Michigan?
Yes, I'm in the state of Michigan.
I don't know why they have this place. Okay, twice a month. You have to view the consequence video. All right. Then you have to pay the assorted costs and fines. Like I said, my fine is $300. All right. No, I don't know if there's any restitution. You did damage a vehicle. I'll leave that to be decided. There's a $75 victim advocate fee, $35 per month for supervision. That's $420. You don't have to DNA test, I don't think. Your analysis testing will be included in that. Then we have the $50 for the court and another $50 for assessment fees. You'll get a total cost of how much you owe, and you're able to pay it over the time. So a lot of times you'll have a certain amount of money that you can divide it by and see how much you can pay at that time. No illegal substances. I know you have some outstanding tickets. You need to at least address them, they'll probably be with me. Did we take care of your outstanding tickets you have with the court?
I don't know, no, man, I'm just trying to get everything done. Can you switch it over to your courtroom so you take care of all this? I just want to get everything out the way. I need to get my life back straight. I'm going through a rough patch. I just need help. I just need to get everything done right.
Well, we're gonna help you. So what I'll do is I'll put down here that I want the agent you're assigned to assist you with 36D tickets. Okay? And if there are traffic matters, you'll see me. And I'll remember, and we'll be able to have this conversation and get everything done. I know you want to rush through this and get everything so you can get your life back on track. But Mr. Walker, let me caution you, while you're doing that, you sound like a perfect candidate for turning back and using alcohol when you say you ain't got no problem. Because that's what people say. I just want to hurry up and get it all done. Then you'll let the weight of the world fall on you. You'll get super stressed out and you won't have no coping mechanism. And I don't want that to happen. This is very serious. However, if you need some time and some coping skills, this is what probation is for as well. They're not just there to say, you got to attend this and do this. Tell them what you need and they'll try and help you best as possible so that you can be as successful. If you need to talk to someone about stuff that's going on, they'll provide somebody for you to talk to. And you'll have enough time to complete everything. You don't have to finish everything tomorrow. You got enough time to complete it. If you do finish early, I'm going to tell them to submit a report to me so that I can sign it and you can leave early. But otherwise, you got this whole year to try and pick up the pieces. And I would suggest to you, Mr. Walker, take that time. Try and take that time to pick up and really get some good stuff under you so that you can have the support you need while you're going through what you're going through right now. Don't just try and be like, I'm gonna get it all done. No, take advantage of the free services we're gonna be able to give you so that you can be exactly where you want to be in a year from now. And if that calls for grief services, you let us know. We will hook you up with somebody who will allow you to be in a group or have some one-on-one counseling so that you can help yourself get to the level that you want to be at. But we're going to achieve it, but we're not going to just try and rush through to get it over with because that's not going to help you. Then you're going to be right before me again. And I don't want that. So we're going to take advantage of the services. If it becomes overwhelming, you let them know I need a little bit more time to complete this. Hey, I need some help with this. And they're going to give you the assistance that you need so that you can be successful. If you end up completing it early, I will say that you can get off, but don't just try and take a moment to grieve. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to grieve. You understand,
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's okay. Moving fast is not going to make it hurt any less. So we got to make sure we take care of ourselves. I'm really concerned because I want you to take care of yourself in the midst of all of this as well.
Yeah, I am just a lot on my shoulders right now, but I can handle it.
Okay. But if you can't,
Now,
we got people who can help. Okay. You hear me?
what all do I have to do now, ma'am?
Okay. So I'm going to have you call. Remember the person you talked to in probation services?
Yes, I forgot the gentleman's name, but I remember his face when I see him.
Okay. So call our probation services tomorrow and tell them that you were sentenced by me today and they'll get you started.
And what's the number up there?
313
Yes.
965
965.
34. Yep, 34
Yes.
14.
Okay.
Judge, it was Mr. Bradfield was the probation interview.
Mr. Bradfield. So write that down, Officer Bradfield.
Mr. Bradfield.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell him I said Judge Taylor said to take really good care of you during this time, okay?
Yes, is certain time I should call?
Just call tomorrow, probably around 10 o'clock.
In the morning?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am, I will do that.
Okay.
Anything else I have to do? So that's all I have to do is just call them in the morning. They'll let me know what I can do from there.
Yep, he'll let you know what you have to do from here, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Oh, no problem. Okay. And for real, use our additional thing. I'm not going to put anything else in place, but if you need it, tell him.
I am.
Tell
I
him.
am. I'll
Please.
talk to him. I'm gonna go through this because I don't want no more trouble. I don't want to rush, but I want to get it over with.
Okay, tell him you may need community service too in lieu of cost and fees, so he can give you some community service for some of the stuff too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll put that on here too. He may need community service in lieu of cost and fees, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, that's all I have today, Mr. Walker. I wish you the best of luck. All right, if you need anything, let him know so that we can take care of you, okay?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. All right, sir.
I can hang up now.
Yep, you can hang up now. You're all set for today. Thank you, Mr. Walker. All right. All right. Frida Walker. Go ahead, unmute yourself for me, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Now
Good
calling.
morning.
Hi, no problem. Now calling the matter of the people versus Frida Walker. This is ticket SP 1475113. Count 1, violation of basic speed law or drove in an unsafe manner. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 3, disregard traffic control device. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Ma'am, state your name
Ms.
for the
Walker.
record, please.
Frida Walker.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Walker had indicated that she paid those other 2 tickets that you have mentioned.
Ooh, okay.
And I did talk to the prosecutor about that, asked her to dismiss this matter, but she declined.
Okay. Okay. I do see said that she paid. Well, she said she got a plea.
And she has a plea to 1. There's 1 ticket on the docket today that's improper plates.
Okay. She drove while license not valid, improper license.
Improper license. I'm sorry.
You have your license, Ms. Walker?
Yes, I do. They just became unsuspended as of today.
If I run it and it's unsuspended, I'll dismiss that ticket. If not, you're gonna have to put something. I won't give you any more fines though.
Okay, because it's restricted. I can drive on it, but it's restricted until I think like August or October. Because I had got these tickets, that's why I got suspended.
It is restricted, but it's valid. Attorney Mason, does that have to be fully valid or can it be restricted?
That satisfies. I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court is going to dismiss this matter, this one matter without prejudice. She paid the other 2 tickets and it does restrict it because one of them is a violation of the basic speed. Ma'am, next time you get those tickets, make a court date, come see us so that we can see if we can do anything so your license won't be.
I had walked in because I was trying to get everything situated and handled, and she was like, just pay. And I'm like, okay, here, I just wanted to.
Hey, do you hear me? Next time. That's what I'm telling you. Do you see the words coming from my mouth?
Yes.
Next time you make a court date.
Okay.
Because you might still have, you might get a point or something, but at least it will be, most of the city attorneys are reasonable, very reasonable. My city attorney is reasonable. So you may have to get a point, but it won't be 13 points, that will restrict your license.
Yes.
So, all right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you both. You all have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. And I said mine like I own her. I don't own her. The one assigned to my courtroom. Okay.
Okay. I have a good one.
All right, you too. She's gonna come find me. Attorney Mason, I know you the people's people. All right. Philip Waddy.
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Philip Marcus Waddy. This is ticket SP 1387322. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, expired plates. Also calling ticket number SP 1314352. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, expired plates. I also have a ticket. It looks like you paid a bond on potentially. Ticket SP 1893901. No insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Philip Waddy.
Yes, Your Honor. Today's the arraignment. Defendant stands mute.
Court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. How are we proceeding today?
Yes, Your Honor. Also, defendant wishes to accept the offer of prosecution. He will plead to a reduced charge of improper plates to the no insurance misdemeanor ticket ending in 322 count 1, and the remaining ticket of no insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed.
Okay. So as expired plates must all be in default. Okay. All right, sir. If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Anyone threaten to force you or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yeah.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take your attention back to the date on or about September 5th of 2022, where you're driving a Chevy vehicle in the area of Hayden and Plymouth in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
While you're driving that vehicle, was there no car insurance on it at the time?
No.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to 1 count of improper place. The remaining counts, 2 counts will be dismissed. They're both no insurance. The expired plate tickets, you need to pay on both those. So they are, let me see. Put in the right letters.
I can't hear you. You had went out.
I know my clerk is talking to me. Another judge needs to talk to me for a moment. So y'all give me 1 second before I tell you how much. I think they're 174 a piece. 1 second. All right. Both of the expired plate tickets are $174. You need to pay both of those tickets, okay? They're just in the system. I'm not going to assess any more money. You need to pay both of those tickets, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, Mr. Waddy. You have a great day, okay?
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Tell her I'll call her back in 2 seconds. Yes, I know. Christopher Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Christopher Wilson. This is V ticket 129664. This is one count of harboring an unlicensed dog. He was to have taken the eBay choices class. I suspended his money cost and fines as long as he took that for 90 days. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Anybody talk to Mr. Wilson?
Mrs. Ranick did, but I can stand in, Your Honor.
Okay.
Alan
All right.
Sroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defender. What's your name for the record, sir?
Christopher Wilson.
Okay.
All right.
Was
He was to have taken the class in this particular matter. Did you take the class, sir?
Okay, so when you rescheduled for me to come back today, you know, it's very hard trying to get in contact with them. I left messages and over again. They finally got back in contact with me, Miss Taylor, and I was told that the next choice class would be May 15th. This is what I was sent to my email, so I printed it out so you can see it.
You better print it out.
I had to print it out because they keep on, you know, I'm like, this is the second time she done gave me to take this class. So yeah, they got me scheduled for May 15th from 1 to 5. The class will be from 1 to 5.
I see you paid too on taking the class. You got to pay.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't paid yet. No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. May 15th is the day.
May 15th, yes, ma'am, from 1 to 5.
Okay. And I'm going.
All right, Judge, that was mine. Thanks, Alan.
Are you all right? Thank you. May 31st, you're gonna come back and see me with this class completed. I want a certificate.
Yes, ma'am.
He is signed up to take the class on May 15th.
Yes, ma'am.
And he has the printout saying that he's going to this class and is signed up on May 15th. So just in case any snafus happen, May 31st, okay? I'm glad you did take the printout though to show me today. That lets me know you're taking it serious.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that you're not, I'm BSing with you. So I appreciate it, Mr. Wilson, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, so I'm gonna adjourn this matter until May 31st, 2024 at 8:45 a.m. for a review, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I'll see you then, Mr. Wilson. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
As a housekeeping matter, Judge, I think one of the House counsels wanted to see me. Did anybody want to see?
Oh, yeah. Did somebody need to see Attorney Mason?
Okay. Okay.
Not me.
I'll be here.
Good for now.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna try it again. Avery Williams. Mr. Williams?
Okay. You got my extra seeds on the right.
Avery Williams. I tried him last round. Figured if he heard us talking. All right. Monique Winston.
Yes.
All right. Turn your camera on for me, ma'am. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Monique Winston. This is ticket SP 1541386. This is one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Sroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Monique Winston.
Yes, Your Honor, defendant wishes to accept off the prosecution to a 3-month delayed sentence on the pleading the charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive.
Ma'am, if you want to take advantage of that offer, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Miss Winston, I'm gonna let you turn your camera off. Did you have a chance? You're welcome. Did you have a chance to talk to your attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today, Ms. Winston?
Yes.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of January 29th of 2024. Were you driving no, did you own a Chevy vehicle at that time, ma'am?
Yes, I did.
And did you allow someone who was unlicensed to drive that vehicle, ma'am?
Yes, I did.
All right. And counsel, will you stipulate that it was in the area of Joanna and East State Fair in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Ma'am, this is under what's called a 3-month delayed sentence. That means as long as you pay my fine, I'm going to dismiss this ticket at the end, okay?
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
We cannot let people drive our vehicles when they license suspended, Miss Winston.
I know. I found out kind of late. That's why I'm like, I'm still guilty.
All right. So $100 fine to be paid by the time you come back to see me in 90 days. So that's going to be July 24th, 2024 of when it's due.
Okay.
All right. So I'll have you do it then at that time, okay?
Okay, so if I can do it before that. I can pay the $100 before that time.
Yeah, but I won't be able to dismiss it until that point in time, okay?
Okay, so even if I was to pay it early, it'll just still show up as a pay, and then I come back to see you for it.
That's right. I want you to pay it early so it can come back as paid, and then I can dismiss it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Miss Winston, I'll let you turn your camera off because you ain't even give me a hard time when I told you to turn it on. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I didn't know I was gonna be late.
All right.
Sorry about that. Thank
It's
you.
okay. Listen, I understood, but you ain't even say I got it in. Most of the time I get a whole lot of lip. I ain't looking good. You was like, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I appreciate you.
It's court,
All
so
right.
I gotta do it. Okay. Thank
I'll
you.
see you back on July 24th, okay? So I can dismiss this.
Okay. At what time?
8:45.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Madam Clerk,
Yes.
I think Avery Williams is in room 10. I'm not able to bring him out, but
He out here.
oh, he's out here? Okay, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate everyone's patience. Thank you very much, y'all. Another judge comes, you got to make sure you step off for a moment to find out one of your other people is cutting up in a different court. My goodness. All right, Eric Wrench.
Your Honor.
Mr. Wrench. Can you hear us, Mr. Wrench? What about Alexis? It's Wingham. Can you hear me, ma'am? I can fly higher than an eagle. Y'all don't want me to start singing. Beneath my wings.
Wow.
Avery Williams. Okay. Alexis. Yes, ma'am. Unmute yourself. Turn on your camera. And if you're having a hard time connecting, disconnect and relog on. We had some issues yesterday. Just disconnect, relog on. I'll let you right back into the room so we can complete your matters. If you are unable to, there we go. All right. Mr. Wrench, Mr. Williams, either one of you can hear me? All right. I'm going to try what we did yesterday, Attorney Zoranic, and we removed the people and some people came back, and I'm going to see if that helps today.
Okay.
Because sometimes I feel like they get frozen, and it may be because they're on there for a lengthy period of time, and hopefully they come back.
Right.
I know Miss Wingham is going to come back because she disconnected herself. So
There she is.
If I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. Ma'am, can you hear us? Unmute yourself. Alexis? Uh-oh. There we go. No, big Wi-Fi. Turkey Soroka, you can just get a kick out of me. Me and my clerk was talking about it the other day. You get a kick out of me. I'm just so real.
No, I'm just a happy person. I'm a happy person. Being in a pleasant courtroom is just,
It does. It makes me laugh because I be like, you can get a kick out of me. Just make sure you're on mute, okay? When you be
Yes.
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 Hello. Oh, both of y'all. Okay, so just stay silent. I call your cases. I don't want you to have any issues, but both of you just stay silent until I call your matter, okay? All right. Miss Alexis, is it Wingham?
Yes.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Alexis Marie Wingham. This is ticket SP 1533110, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zarina for the defendant. Please state your name, man.
Alexis Wiggum.
Thank you. Judge, we did work out a plea agreement in this. It's a 2-count ticket. Count 1 would be dismissed. Count 2 would be a 3-month delayed sentence.
All right, that's the case, ma'am. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney? That would have been Mr. Attorney Zaranek about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside of what's been stated today on this record in exchange for this plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of December 15th of 2023. Did you own a Dodge vehicle, ma'am?
Yes.
And did you allow someone who was unlicensed to drive your vehicle?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor. And we skipped the probable cause on the dismissal.
I appreciate you. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and I'm going to dismiss count 1 of this ticket. Ma'am, who you let drive your vehicle? Jerome Dillard?
My husband.
So you know, Miss Wiggum. I know.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it get a little tight. You don't have to explain yourself. All right. So here's it. I'm doing $100 fine because you know better. 3 months to pay it. Okay. So when you come back to court on July 24th, if you haven't paid, I'll dismiss this ticket. I'll dismiss the other ticket. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I know it's a tough situation.
Yeah, it is.
But you got to help him. So you help him. Yours is together. Help him get his together. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. If there's nothing further, ma'am, you have a great day, okay?
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Is this Mr. Rich?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Eric Wrench. This is ticket SP 1546865. Count 1, drove while license not valid. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, open alcohol motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Bob Zaranick for Mr. Wrench. Please state your name, sir.
Eric Wrench.
Thank you. Judge, these are for pretrial today. 3 counts. Count 1 will be reduced to a failure to display. Count 3 would be reduced to open alcohol passenger. Count 2 would be dismissed. We skipped the probable cause.
All right. So if that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you,
No.
or promise you anything in exchange for a plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters. You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of February 1st of 2024. Were you driving a Chevy vehicle in the area of West Chicago and Evergreen Roads in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you're driving that vehicle, was your license not valid at the time?
No, they wasn't. They wasn't.
All right. And was there open alcohol in that motor vehicle as well?
Yes.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the reduced charge failed to display. The reduced charge open alcohol motor vehicle passenger. The remaining count will be dismissed. You hesitated, Mr. Wrench. What you want to tell me about this alcohol in your motor vehicle?
It was, I had just got off work and I dropped the partner off and he left it in my car, but it was in my car.
Exactly. And if your partner, he gets a ticket for that too, typically.
I know.
So you cannot drink car. It's the temptation of it, y'all. Because I had to figure out a lot of these laws myself. It's the temptation of it all, right? Your friend got it. So now you like, I'm not gonna drink it while I drive, but you may. It's the temptation. And we know what happens with drinking and driving. How many tragedies do we have to see?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Pour it out. So we don't want that because you don't want that on your head at all. All right. So I'm not going to assess any fines and costs on the fail to display on the open alcohol. 1 second, sir.
Okay.
$150. Is that something you're able to afford?
Yes. Yes.
Sound like hesitating. You like, my Lord. I was trying to take my friend home. Okay. $100. $100 because you've been so patient today. How long would that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
60 days.
Okay. I have it due no later than June 24th. June 24th is when that fine of $100 is due. Okay. Now I should snap you for the whole driving while license not valid, but I'll give you a break today.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, really.
You too. You have a good day too, sir.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. I have a few people. I know Avery Williams wanted a trial date. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to call it. We're just going to put a trial date on the record, okay?
Very good.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Avery Castell Williams. This is ticket SP 1551461. Count 1, 26 to 30 miles over posted speed. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Sroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
All right. And you spoke to him earlier today. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. And Mr. Wilson wanted to have a bench trial in this matter.
All right. The court is going to set this matter for a bench trial on the date of August 5th. August 5th, notification will be sent to him of this bench trial day. And hopefully he will be ready that day.
Yes.
There's nothing further.
Your Honor, you mentioned 2 tickets and there was only 1 ticket on the docket. So we're asking that the other ticket be brought out of default.
All right. The remaining ticket will be brought out of default. Ticket 2. 1 to be bought. Okay, I got you. All right. Yes, because it was 2024 case. So I'm gonna bring it and put it on this docket as well on that day. Thank you, Attorney Soroki.
Also, for clarification, I'm sorry, I said his name is Wilson's name is Williams, Avery Williams. Sorry.
Avery Williams. Yes, I do have Avery Williams. If I said Wilson, that was inadvertently. That's a singer that I enjoy, but it is not the guy who's in court today. All right.
Okay.
All right. I do
very
have
good.
a couple of, thank you. I have a couple of other files. Y'all can tell me if you had them or not, if they checked in. Did y'all have a Marquita Wedlow? Anyone talk to her?
No.
Okay. Attorney Zaranick?
No, I did not, Judge.
Brittany White?
Brittany, let me check that one.
Okay.
No, I didn't do Brittany
No, I
White.
haven't spoken to her.
What
Oh,
about
I
Orlando?
did, Judge. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I did. That was going to be a plea to an FTD.
All right, I'll just give her a new date. What about Orlando Wiley?
I have not.
No.
Okay. And then last but not least, Donald Wilson.
Donald? No, I didn't have Donald Wilson.
No, I did not either.
All right.